Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are a subscriber, if not, hey, I am Shannon, also known as UK Curly Girl, and today my hair is completely different. As you can see, I am in love with these braids, guys. They are done by the one and only Tamara at Salon Sensei. I will leave her at down below with all her details. She's done my braids 3 times now and she slayed it every single time. But I am loving my box braids. These are the second time I've had box braids in, and this time they are with an ombre color with blonde. I have so much tea to share with you guys about box braids because when we sat down and went through this whole process, she basically shared a lot of gems with me that I wanted to share with you today. Let's just get straight into it. This time my hair is much bigger. The boxes are actually bigger and the hair per braid is much thicker than they were last time. So with this brand of hair we actually use about 7 packs, but don't go crazy when you hear 7 packs because really that's around 3 packs, because these packs come with the hair quite thinner than they would if it was the usual braiding hair that everyone gets. We used about 3 standard packs of Ultra Braid. So with this hair, I actually told Tamara to pre-wash it just because with the last time that I had my hair braided, we did use a different style of hair, but it really irritated my hair and I had to take it out just because it was like burning me. And a lot of people told me that it is due to the chemicals that are on the hair. A part of me does think it's just down to my scalp. My scalp gets really sensitive, obviously because it's not used to having anything, you know, just there attached to my curls. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time, but just to be extra sure, I asked her to pre-wash it. So what she did was she sprayed it with apple cider vinegar, rinsed that, and then she sprayed it with white vinegar, and she only left them on for an hour each. So she didn't leave it on to soak overnight, so it doesn't smell badly of vinegar. And also she was able to blow dry it if it wasn't completely dry, because this hair can take heat. It won't damage or go all frizzy and weird if you put heat on it. So that's another good thing about this hair. Are they tight? Which is probably the #1 question that a lot of people ask. No, they are not tight. Tamara is amazing when it comes to saving your edges and your scalp and your hair. So basically the braid is attached about 1 inch away from my scalp, so it's not tight at all. It's not going to break my hair and my edges are pretty much safe. I really trust Tamara because she always makes sure that I feel comfortable. And always, guys, if you ever get your hair braided, make sure that you're comfortable with your stylist and make sure that they really hear you out when you say you don't want them too tight, and never hold it in if you feel like they're too tight. Make sure you say something about it, because that's the worst feeling ever, when you can't say how you feel and it's hurting inside. So my natural hair is actually hidden within these braids, so you won't be able to tell where my natural hair stops. Tamara said that my natural hair stops like right near the bottom here, so I need to be really careful when I take them down. I'm not going to cut them because I will be cutting my natural hair. My hair is hidden, and that is thanks to the tuck method, which is the braiding method that she used. So my hair is hidden within the braids. She has told me that I can oil my scalp once a week, so if I do go in and oil my scalp, I will do it this time next week. And she actually has her own oils that I'm really excited to try. This is Salon's range of essential oils, which is a mixture of oils you can apply directly to the scalp and then just really gently massage it into the scalp, into the bits that are shown, and just try your best not to mess up the style and the neatness. And you can do that once a week and then you just leave the oil. She also said that after 2 weeks time I can use like a mousse just to smooth down the rest of the hair. Hair mousse is really good for keeping it flat and sleek, but she said only do it after 2 weeks and don't do it more than once a week. But for aftercare, she did recommend that if the ends of the braids go really loose, I can go in with a lighter just to skim the ends of this hair and it will keep it in place. You don't want to go too crazy if you don't know what you're doing with the lighter, but that is just a way to keep it tight. Otherwise you can just re-braid it. And also after she's done with the braiding, she dips the ends in some boiling water, which also helps to seal the ends. Now when you do decide to take your braids out, you don't want to take them out any earlier than 2 weeks if you can, and that's just because the tension that you have on your scalp while putting them in and while having them in is going to be a complete change for your curls, and then when you take it out too soon, it's really going to ruin your scalp. Like, it's going to play with it and your hair is just going to really hurt and be tender. So once you've had your 2 weeks, or up to 4 weeks if possible, which I would love to leave them in for 4 weeks, so we'll see, but once you do take them out, you want to make sure you take them out very gently. You can cut the ends if you know exactly where your natural hair ends, just to make it a bit quicker. But once you take them out, you do not, I repeat, do not comb your natural hair at all. Do not brush it, do not comb it, do not even finger comb it. You just want to leave it naturally, and then you probably are best just not even to wash it until the next day. So take it out, treat it very nicely and slowly, softly, gently, and then the next day you want to wash your hair. You can shampoo it, cleanse it. You probably want to do like a deep cleanse and then a deep treatment, and really treat it nicely with some oils and a leave-in conditioner. Even when you take it out, you don't want to brush it until you've washed it. So hopefully the next day you can then use your hands to finger detangle. I wouldn't typically use a comb or a brush at this point either. I would just gently use my fingers. So if you have any more questions, please feel free to comment down below in the comment section. I'm sure you have so many more questions to ask. This is the first day of me having them in. I can actually restyle the parting. So she did like a middle parting, but in a way that I can do a side. So when you do want to switch around your parting, guys, make sure that you hold the top of the braid and then you take it around the back. So you just swivel it backwards to the sides where you would like the braid to fall, and then we have a kind of side parting, and you can move a few others just to match, but always go from behind and touch the root. So there is a side parting as well. So I'm looking forward to having a break from my curls and also styling these braids, because I love to do braided styles, but as it's the first night, I don't want to do too much to it right now. They're pretty much like waist length, which I absolutely love. And when I sleep tonight, I'm actually gonna just tie my satin scarf around as like a bandana and leave it hanging below, and then I'm going to be sleeping on my satin pillowcase, and I'm actually going to use another satin pillowcase and tuck the ends of the braids into here. She said it's probably best not to put your hair up at all, just to lie on it how it is, like here, and it should be fine. So I'm just going to make sure that my edges and the top of my braids are the most, you know, protected, because this part, I guess, is just gonna, after a while, it's not going to be as smooth anyway, but I'm cool with that. As long as my curls are away for the rest of the year, I am happy. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you check out Tamara's page down below. She's amazing. Definitely recommend her if you're in the London area, and I will catch you in my next video, guys. Bye.